received it yesterday. And the letter reads as follows. Attention, Councillor Chitungwiza. Request for regularization of commercial stand number 33202, Community A Shopping Center, Chitungwiza Municipality. The above cited matter is relevant. The Ministry acknowledges the challenges that are being faced by your local authority with regards to stands allocation, as the land bank for your local authority has depleted. However, issues of double allocations and lack of proper planning cannot be condoned. The facts of the matter are that your municipality sold a commercial stand to Honorable Irene Zindi in August 2010, stand number 21788 Unit C, which was a double allocation and was replaced with stand number 33202 Unity A Maruza Chikwama Shopping Center. However, this stand could not be regularized because, according to Council's records, the stand is a residential stand in Unity F. In her correspondence, Honorable Izindi indicated that she has been paying rates and commercial clearance fees to Council for the stand, which, according to the attached correspondence, is non-existent. You are therefore directed to make sure that Council allocates Honorable Irene Zindi a commercial stand. Thank you. So, I think this letter I will refer it to the relevant committee so that at least at the end of the day we can process it accordingly. I don't know if there's another councillor with different views, but I'm just thinking this letter, as is, needs to be addressed to the relevant committee. Yes, Councillor Matienga?
Yeah, before my group do that, so
thank you so much. Who is seconding? Yes, Councillor Mashingai. Thank you so much. Fine. I think if anything, like I said earlier on, we are moving this letter to what they call to the relevant committee, TC. Can you please make sure that that letter is dealt with accordingly? All right, thank you. I've got another letter with me here from the local government board. This letter was dated 14th of September 2022, and the contents of the letter reads as follows. The Acting Mayor, Chitungwiza Municipality. Reference. Application to discharge Dr. George Makunde, Town Clerk, Chitungwiza Municipality, Araya Metropolitan Province. Reference is made to Chitungwiza Municipality Council letter dated 28 June 2021 on the above cited subject matter. The local government board met on the 10th of September 2022 and deliberated on council application to discharge the town clerk. The board noted that there are irreparable and irreconcilable differences in relationships with the employee and not for the first time. Accordingly, the board, through resolution number LGB 010/2022, approves separation of Dr. George Makunde and Chitungwiza Municipality. Please be guided accordingly. S. Chakaipa, Chairperson, Local Government Board. I would like to kindly ask this council to adopt this letter from the Local Government Board. Sorry? Yes, Councillor Maiko Bounces. Yes.
Okay, 19 years to so make us was from when I'm hearing what on the rest of Battle Tango Printing or that you wearing at the couldn't to say, but to go propose and what Dr. Marino. Sir, two knows what Dr. Monas on the statue room, and I catch it. Maybe Muga into Tower. The Manustan who's go, I don't know, see an animal that Sapamati actually, yes, I do not have any problem with that. But I would make one copy of this or then go to and where since Yashira from Secretary to watch an eye. setsamba yacho chinyakunzwiswa kuti content dzainza kutaura nezvida kuitwa zvacho with regards to the matter that needs to be dealt with.
Chamber Secretary, there's a requisition from councillors. They asking for a copy of this letter. If we can just make sure that at least we organize those copies. Yeah. All right. Do you have a copy with you which we can give to someone to quickly rush and possibly make some copies?
No, Your Worship.
You don't have a copy. So this is the one copy that we get from. I'll read it again as per request from my fellow councillor here, because it will take us time whilst this guy is actually going to what they call it, process the copies that you've requested for. So I kindly request that we all pay attention as I'm going through this letter again. So the letter with me now was authored on the 14th of September 2022, and it was addressed to the acting mayor Chitungwiza municipality, which in this case is myself. And reference is as given as follows. Application to discharge Dr. George Makunde, Town Clerk, Chitungwiza municipality, which falls under Harare Metropolitan Province. Reference is made to Chitungwiza Municipality Council, letter dated on the 28th of June 2001 on the above cited subject matter. The local government board met on the 10th of September 2022 and deliberated on council application to discharge the town clerk. The board noted that there are irreparable and irreconcilable differences in relationships with the employee and not for the first time. Accordingly, the board, through resolution number LGB 010/2022, approves separation of Dr. George Makunde and Chitungwiza municipality. Please be guided accordingly. S. Chakaipa, Chairperson, Local Government Board. So as such, I moved that this council may actually adopt this letter if they saw a fit, so that at least we can move on to other business. Yes, Councillor John?
Thank you very much, His Worship. Tibatsirane maybe nekusati taita adoption nekucorrecta manyorerwo yakaitwa chimwe chirungu chiri papa. Mungachemechedza ndofunga macolleagues panapa muri kuona kuti tsamba yabva kulocal government board pana pane issue yaDr. Makunde. Hatina ndokuremember kuti maybe pakanyorwa tsamba ne-this council ku-LGB hatina kusika application yekudismisa George Makunde. George Makunde in fact akatobatwa nemhosva chirinenge akapara mhosva. So ndandiri kuti maybe tirege kunyanya kupinda zvakare munyaya idzodzo. Chikumbiro changu chachiuda kuti maybe tiise nyaya iyi kumagweta edu akatiitira nyaya yaGeorge Makunde, then vatipe a legal opinion chaiyo kuti toita sei issue sekuti yakaitwa nemagweta edu ikatongwa zvakanaka panapa munhu akabatwa nemhosva dzake dzaanenge akapara. Apa tiri kuti kudii, hatigoni kuti tiriwadi wozvikuwa kutasa chimwe chirungu chiri papa, hakugoni kuriwadi wakapara mhosva. Murume uyo haana kupedza basa kawo akapara mhosva. Saka isi tichakumbira kuti dai magweta edu, that is my proposal, kuti magweta edu akaita nyaya iyi kana achiripo, I believe kuti ndivana muchadi hama vaita nyaya iyi, muchadi hama idi crew yake ya todzokera iko kutowana opinion kuti nyaya iyi zvayauya yakadai yoitwa sei, then toenzopiwa zvinhu zvine legality chaiyo kuti toita sei tobata nyaya, because inyaya ine malitigations yaGeorge Makunde. Thank you very much. Because panapa tikutaura nezvakadai. tikutaura nezvenyaya yemaresidence atakamboripota kwavari kuti our town clerk aita issue yekuti paita issue yeabsence yekubasa, paita issue yeabuse of office, paita issue yekusatoshanda chaiko. Saka hatigone kuti tigare pano tiri kuriwata zvakadaro. Saka my proposal ndekuti nyaya ngaidzokere zvekare kumagweta edu tipiwe a good opinion from magweta edu. Thank you very much.
All right, thanks, Councillor. I think Mamanya pakushandisa mawedzi ekuti reward. I think apa sematauro andandaita, it was a case of the council adopting a recommendation so that immediately after adopting, we were just going to forward to our lawyers as such. Then what about it? Nothing much has actually been said about this issue, but it's a case of us adopting. If we decide not to adopt, it's well in order, but at this end day, there is need for this council to actually recognize a receipt of that letter so that at least we can move forward. Yes, Councillor Michael.
Right, thank you so much. I think it's in order. I propose for the adoption of the letter. Whilst proposing for the adoption, also in that same vein, to seek a legal opinion immediately after adoption, you seek legal opinion from the lawyers who handle this matter. And then in opinion where, and then you can cause a special meeting to dispense off with this issue accordingly, so that at the end of the day, council will not be prejudiced financially. We want a situation which will leave council in a better state. So I'm proposing, and thereafter proposing in that same vein, whereby I swap your opinion with the lawyers who handle the matter.
Right. Anyone to second? Yes, Councillor. Thank you so much. All right, that's about it as far as that letter is actually concerned. I do have another letter again from the local government board. This one is dated the 10th of August 2022. The letter again is actually addressed to His Worship. The letter is once again addressed to His Worship, the acting mayor, and reference is as follows. Approval to Chamber Secretary, Chitungwiza Municipality, Chitungwiza. The contents. Your letter dated the 5th of August 2021 refers all the 3 candidates who were forwarded to the local government board were interviewed. After thorough deliberations and taking everything into account, the local government board was satisfied that Mr. Jackson Nemuseso had a distinct edge above other candidates in terms of experience and exposure. Councillor Nyagondo, if you can text it, they will definitely come through and assist you so that we don't distract the business. The local government board on the 28th of March 2022 resolved through resolution number LGB 020/2022 and acting upon the powers vested in the board in terms of section 123 subsection E as read together with section 134 and section 135 of the Urban Councils Act, chapter 2915, approves the appointment of Mr. Jetson Nemuseso to the position of Chamber Secretary for Chitungwiza Municipality, as if he declines, Mr. Tafaz Gontlanga will take up the post. The appointment is with effect from the date of assumption of duty. Please be guided accordingly. Again, this letter was authored by S. Chakaipa, Chairperson, Local Government Board. And again, I bring it forward to this House to actually then adopt this letter as is, so that at least at the end of the day, we can dispense off the issue of the Chamber Secretary. Yes, Councillor Mchapa?
I propose for adoption.
Thank you so much. Anyone seconding? Thank you, Councillor Mashigazi. And again, Mr. Mayor, if you can also arrange that councillors be given copies of that letter. And the last letter in my file. Yes.
Yes, these letters we are adopting, but we are not time frames here. that we have adopted. The first one here is mistaken the opinion must be sought. The time frame, at some time frames. I think it's also important that these things must have time frames historically stipulated so that we stand guided, so that we are able to follow through what we have been agreed upon. So the first issue, yeah, it's unfortunate to tell us about a timeline, but I was thinking.
You made a proposal, so you might as well just rectify.
So I'm just adding to but that's a timeline. Within 5 working days, the opinion must be sought. Yeah, the first issue. Within 5 working days from 7, so from next week Monday, the next five working days, the opinion must be sought. And the same applies with this one also. It has been adopted, but enough time frame to see to it that the implementation thereof must be also be dealt with. And I was also thinking that the other nitty-gritties with regards to the second item, which also need to be maybe the committee of the GPC to engage to deal with the issue. Because I understand with Munaganzi, the Ulu, and for by such time, and for a communicator, and as no responder, by such time, to the corner which to watch at a communicator. Can I then what is the framework? I understand you and probation 90 days. And then Apunanga is supervisor. Say, my targets are in I was the relevant committee also. There's a role to play to see to it for the middle of planning as a shant. Gioning to Jafu Filiway, including the town plate. Chingopera Tarot Tangamatis, teacher substantive town clerk, teacher substantive chamber secretary. It all comes in one or substantive very accountable. Timo Vember, I think we must start, I think, how we are chairs, and we must also complement the effort. So that's what I was thinking. You know, there's a recommendation, there's a weather time frame, and then on this other one, there must also be time frames. I don't know what others think in terms of the time frame of this issue at chamber secretary to be attended to. Because you might not be in agreement within the next 5 working days of the coming week again from Monday up to Friday. You must know that number 1 is being communicated to, and as soon as the following year you are communicating with number 2 to see to it that the issue of the chamber panapa. But thereafter, immediately, he has confirmed, the GPC committee must immediately meet to set the benchmarks. The team can actually under probation India. So immediately after communication, quite a respondents responding immediately thereafter the GPC committee must sit as a matter of agent to set the parameters for the target in 90 days of thank you. So now go ahead and question.
Right. I think that's on take and small don't Yama Kuya. Papa took a cover out of Palita for my who is in a town taking shop to tell you to some Sagatachi go to my entrance. You speak the post by the of October.
Thank you so much, Councillor Panditi. This issue is now a GPC issue, and we are moving that all the issues be forwarded to the relevant committee so that at least the committee can then actually deal with all the nitty-gritties. So this issue is now resident with the GPC chair, and it's very fortunate that he's actually in the house and is fully aware, fully appraised. He's actually going to do whatever he has to do to make sure that, if anything, Basarafam, otherwise do not think of us. All right. Thank you. All right. So the last issue that I've got, last letter that I've got, it was actually authored on the 26th of September 2022. This one is to all mayors and chairpersons. Can we have order, please? A reference systems audit and monitoring of urban local authorities. The subject matter refers. The ministry will be conducting system audits and monitoring visits to all urban local authorities in an endeavor to safeguard the organization's assets, its operations, data integrity, and to evaluate efficiencies or loopholes in the system and proffer solutions thereafter. This is in line with the ministry's mandate of supporting the delivery of effective and efficient services in local authorities. The dates of the said visit will be advised. The cost of this exercise will be borne by the local authority. This letter was authored by Ingwarati, the Acting Permanent Secretary for Local Government and Public Works. I therefore kindly move a motion that this House may adopt this letter in its entirety. Alright, fine.
Zvakanaka zvomuri kuita zvomuri kuitika ndekuti the moment vanozoya tsamba dzikasi pane zvimwe zvozoda kutanga kudiscusswa kuti tsamba dzangu ngoti ngopindwa dzibva dzangu yadziyeseka 1 kuita kuti musanetseka nekudzokodza kuverenga ndozvekuona ndikuona zvika
Noted, Councillor. Noted. We need to actually move.
Kuda kumuvha but pazvizvo hatingamuvi kamwe asara mumashure. Because kafanini chamber secretary yaida kuti munhu kuziva kuti izi tsamba yakaya kudhara yanditika yakaya kudhara kusva 5 August yanditika yaida kutoziva kuti chakaita kuti anonoke kuti kutanga basa chamber secretary uyezve kana zvayauya kuda zvaiverengwa kuti munhu anotanga basa acho rini kuti tifambira nenguva kuzi unangoverengwa zvavatopera tobvatavadokta zvazoda kuti zvenetaflo dzomutaura akansila Maiko kuti zvinhu zvofanakwa nemachildframes.
The time frames are not discussed. Tsamba yakanyorwa musi wa10 August, Councillor, but kuno mukaverenga chidindo chepasi tarisa chidindo chepasi kwayakabva. I think Councillor Nyabondo unogona kubatsira chidindo chiri pasi kwayakabva 16 September. So vakanyora vakagara tsamba yavo vakazoiunza. Yes, no zvachiitika. I think if anything, Manzo Councillor Maiko is the first one, then the second one, Chief move for the next 1 week.
5 working days.
5 working days.
It's okay.
Yeah. Then it's going to be some by that of GPC.
Thank you very much.
You know what I say? You know, do you want it?
Thank you very much.
Okay, I'll read again. The last letter that I've got, dated the 26th of September 2022. All mayors and chairpersons, if you actually then pay attention and stop fidgeting, like what my fellow Mof is actually doing. And to know what things we taste. Reference yetsamba iyi inoti iyo. Councillor Magioni, sorry my mother. Sikangoterera because asazodzokudza kuverenga futi. All right, thank you. That reference yenyaya iyi inoti systems audits and monitoring of urban local authorities. The above subject matter refers. The ministry will be conducting system audits and monitoring visits to all local authorities in an endeavor to safeguard the organization's assets, its operations, data integrity, and to evaluate inefficiencies or loopholes in the system and proffer solutions thereafter. This is in line with the ministry's mandate of supporting the delivery of effective and efficient services in local authorities. The dates of the said visits will be advised. The cost of this exercise will be borne by the local authorities. Yours, Ingwarati, Acting Permanent Secretary for Local Government and Public Works. So, if anything, Department is mighty Wabiko Basa, my different local authorities. Those Sakandanda will move a motion. If anything, the corner singers are Katina Kira. The council will be to adopt somebody similar so that at least mavisitors anouya vombocheka votibatsirawo kuti tiri kuita basa nemazvo here zvinhu zvedu zviramba zvifamba zvakanaka zvichiendeka. Yes, Councillor Mchakwa.
Okay, thank you, Your Worship. Tsamba yacho haisi nemhaka yekuti pane chekuita nezvemari. Saka tikangomhanya kuadopta kuti izoshamita makosti tisingazivi kuti makosti acho achazenge akamira sei. Hatisi toita zvichikwadza here because toona kupropose tozoona makosti acho ari kumamiliyoni atisingakwanisi. I don't know kuti because panosimboya panowanzoya zvakakambanwa nemakosti inoisina makosti anonange mangwana inozokikosta.
Yes, Councillor Matiriki.
We should also apply some mindset knowledge that we are having. Currently, we are in the
Sorry, is protected.
Okay, I was saying we are also trying to carry out some forensic audits. I think everyone is aware of that. And it's quite troublesome, going to choose a lot of money. Now, in the absence of figures or statistics or amounts in the letter that you have just read, I think we can actually ask them from where they are coming from to give us a quotation so that we adopt with the knowledge that implication is effective. So we would rather put it aside, or we can actually say again we can reserve it with a view of finding out on how much that costs. So that is my suggestion.
Okay, anyone seconding? Councillor Mapeza.
Ndinowardi nenyaya yezvivanhu wai kuti pese panouyaka vachienda hapana ripoti itozowana kuti mari yedu yashande chii pane vanhu ivava vanongouya kutora mari vavadi ndobva vaenda zvakuita kunge programu yavazongotora mari pano pakanzil teida kuti kana vachinge vauyaka vobva vatipa ripoti. Saka ina mupropose kuti kana kuti pane zvinhu zvitsambaika imbodzokera izoya ine mafigures akakwana uyezve achitaura kuti kana vapedza ruzotipawo maripoti akadi.
So you seconding?
I'm seconding.
That's fine. No problem. TC, you wanted to highlight one or two things?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you, Your Worship. Mukatarisa tsamba iyi, it's not only directed to Chitungwiza municipality. It's directed to all local authorities. Monitoring and evaluation in the ministry. This of local governments are mother ministry. Sometimes they do it for their own sake because all their local authorities. Saka I don't think it is something that Gawari gets a quita because normally our officials in the local government. One question they see that daily around for us as you do but for us it is quite manageable. I take them out and I got from all corners. That gets a white about monitoring and evaluation. Monitoring and evaluation in Toanda. Wakawan Disabakuya, but she tells us because you don't attack in the towards at the end of the day with those performance contracts that I sign at Zedzi, when it was later fit into. Saga, I think I take a ZP Pikisa, Toy Gamchira, my sister, warrior, or Dita, my results, I shall at Chapo and Singapore. Everything is for the good of Chitungwiza. Those are looking for what they take council, Tamirana Shanda, the ministry, no matter how I eat. Thank you.
All right. Yes.
Thank you so much. I just wanted to speak this way. There's not only the purpose of auditing. Do you go Gatrisa, Panige Pakati Bende? So can I audit a moon, Casampa report and recommendation, then plus the use of that. If the ministry is our mother ministry, then I beg the ministry to do it for free. Boy, upon what Batra wait, not the was one West Macansas as Sunkapanaba, Taura against the position at now financial. Want to do forensic audit. Our system check vada futi mari. So tiri kuti isusu imimi for example this letter yakatonyorwa zvayo handisingazozori macho ndiani, but tiri kuti hedu ndaona ngehanzi 4 permanent secretary, but tiri kuti isusu this letter iyo town clerk yakanyorwa malocal authorities ese, imimi isusu echitungwiza nogona kumbovakumbirawo kuti vombotibatsira mwana asiri kunyatsofamba zvakanaka naka. And we were together patakaenda kwa-auditor general, we were told kuti forensic audit inodhura pere zvimafaniro kuti takatostreamline exactly pamuda kuti panatsobatwa chaipo chaipo. Then tisakamboita izvozvo takutanga kumhanya futi nezvimwe zvikuda futi mari. I think itaurai navo vaite it's necessary, yes of course, it's necessary ngavaite, but they must do it for free. The ministry vavaharara padhura pakapanaka voya voita zvitombopeziwa zveforensic audit zvatofunga zvonga kutibatira mari zhinji dziri kurasika. Atenda hangu.
All right, thanks so much, Councillor Nyagondo. A proposal had already been made and seconded. I think, if anything, let's move on to the next item. I think, as far as all the other issues on my desk, I've since exhausted. Can I kindly ask you, TC, that you can read? Because yours is in the context of the council has decided that, they must put figures, so let's just follow the advice from the council. So we move on to item number 14. Mayor's announcement, item number 8. There's none at all. Safe to just urge this council to fully apply ourselves today as we go about transacting the business of the day. If anything, we don't have much time. We need to actually cover a lot of ground. There's a lot that we need to actually draw on. So let's try by all means to resist the temptation of repeating the same things that would have actually been said or echoed by another council. And let's fully apply ourselves so that at least we can transact the business today with the agency it deserves. I thank you. Let's quickly rush to item 14. Confirmation of previous minutes of the special council meeting held on the 24th of May. Councillor Chamuza, let's just run with the business of the day. We'll get it.
Thank you. I'm just standing up before we get into the business of the day. I think I am standing up in accordance with procedures of council in standing order. Article 12 is read with Article 17, J and K. There is something that I want before we get into the business, council to take note of. Article 12 is about matters of agents, and Article 17 is about motions which may be moved without notice. Article 12 says, if at an ordinary meeting of the council, a councillor wishes to draw the attention of the council to any urgent matter which does not appear on the agenda and of which due notice has not been given, he may, subject to the provision of subsection 2, at any time thereof, state briefly the subject of such urgent matter, and without further comment thereon, move that the matter to which the attention of the council has been taken be considered as a matter of urgency.
So, can you please quickly finish off and so that we can go to the business of the
so,
further on?
What am I just simply saying here is it has been quite a long time. This council has been unable to have an election of a substantive mayor. And due to what has been happening, the matter of an election of a substantive mayor becomes an urgent matter.
Councillor Chamutsa. No, wait. We can't allow him to. I'm in receipt here of an agent. Court application.
Which court application?
That's HC 6612 of 2022. And this issue is subject and relevant to the issue that you want to raise. So this issue right now is vested with the courts, and as such, we can't transact.
Point of order.
Point of order.
I think the issue that you are referring to
is the issue
which is within the courts right now, as far as we are aware, is the issue of the deputy mayor. That is the issue that is before the courts. No, deputy mayor, no issue in our court.
Yes.
Not the issue is talking about. He's talking of the mayor, not the deputy mayor.
That issue, the same issue again. The court application I'm in receipt of right now is an amendment, a declaratory order, as far as the issue of the mayoral election, or rather the mayoral position, is concerned, whereby there is an applicant compelling, or rather seeking to compel the Honorable Minister to actually appoint, in accordance with the law, the current and obviously the sitting acting mayor as the substantive mayor of the council. And this is the court application that I got. So as such, please take seat so that at least, if anything, we avoid discussing issues that are before the courts.
Those copies so that we can deliberate on them there.
Not a problem. The chamber secretary can do so.
Under the laws of Zimbabwe, I don't want to be heard, but I am going only to say out my
Councillor
sentiments.
Chamutsa, I'm chairing this meeting, and as such, I've spoken. And if anything, we are going to make copies and give you copies so you can go through them. But this issue is before the courts. I won't allow this council to discuss an issue that's before the courts.
I think
it's an agent matter. Trials on the South agent was since the chair or the office is vacant, and it's provided in the Urban Council's Act that whenever the office of the mayor is vacant, where we have got a deputy mayor, you automatically assume the roles and duties. So I don't see the agent of the matter. Otherwise, let's see resort to the business of the day. I am my issues. I Tanita Nawai. And it's some business of the day, guys. Otherwise, I don't see the agents. But what I once also wrote a motion long back when we were having a vacant deputy mayor, and it was shot down by Councillor Mchakwa. The other story the agent later also. So I don't see the reason why we should do much of our time there. I think you have to know what no guys, we need to move. Time here, Duga. I think I remember to pay the time. He was less than 7 months away. She remember to about 2 days at 2 have no book. She waits some of them and repairs over my user. You are not seeing dead in my user. Can we proceed to this family?
I don't think very much. You go forward in there, say who it's about the so mira ndiraku kubatsira ungoka chiproject zvakanaka sandoti murabe muchiproject don't confusion isamuki andisika right that's not inini kufungidzwa kuti ma issues egovernance akataurwa pana honorable ndona kuti ndochetumenda kutaurwa nakansela vachitedzera kuti mutemo unoti kudii according nema-standing orders isusu muregulated councils act saka ndofunga kuti maybe tikaedza kutedzera ma-standing orders like mataura vanoita kuti article 12 nepa7j inoti zvakati nezvakati atiuno kana mamutore nepepa yatinyowani ngazviti clear kune munhu wese kuti ano pane this court application yakaitwa nangana handiti iri kuendera nepakati so that we don't deliberate about that issue but musinga warakamera musinganovhara ari kutaura ndotoda kuti tinzwanani mukamupa mukana akataura mobatika and then ini motaura issue yenyu yotambirika kakuti no pane nhingi kana ari one councillor from this house akaisa chijaji chifamba zvakanaka and then ndiri kufunga futi kuti mayor is why kuti nyaya yedu kuti iite zviri fair patina chamber secretary anova ndiye legal nigari panapo kana issues adai so paine conflict yakaita sei imi muri interested party because one muri in that office at the same time we know kuti imi munga kuti muchembera kanditika so it's not fit enough kuti imi muite futi discuss mubva marula kuti no at discuss because imi mune interest on that position saka nefunzo rimwe ndo pamunozoti town clerk kana chamber secretary munotiwo kudinya iyi so that havana kutongikawo hatichange tiri tega tega tiri kurovana vakualawa pane munhu ari independent ari kualawa one of us kuti ataure because hatipendi tise kutaura munoita mabororo muno hatigona kudaro hatiti professor.
Thank you so much, Councillor John. It's very unfortunate. There's an element or an animal that's called advantage of impudence. It so happens that I'm actually chairing this meeting. So as such, whether I'm actually interested or not, the thing is, I still have to actually put order in this house. And as such, that's exactly what I'm doing. Councillor Chamutsa, when he started explaining himself, I allowed him time, and I even protected him. But as soon as I realized that he was going off the rails, I then decided to actually guide him accordingly. And it's actually one of my duties here as well, to actually then guide my fellow councillors. We don't want to actually have anyone be seen waving or maybe possibly wandering around on certain issues that are before the courts. So as such, allow me to actually then call for someone to actually then organize copies of this court application, which is an amendment that I've got with me right now, and it's the equivalent of a declaratory order. And as such, once an issue is before the courts, we will allow the courts to decide. And when they decide, we can actually progress as such. I don't see any reason why we have to actually then be seen quarreling and fighting. Councillor Chamutsa, the issues that we're discussing did not been for this urgent court application that's before me right now. I would have allowed you to go ahead. But the minute I realized that you're wondering, you actually went off the rails, I stopped you. Because if anything, it's actually my duty as well as the chair of this meeting to make sure that we conform to the laws of the land. And that's about it. In the meantime, please kindly take seat, and we kindly allow and ask someone to actually go and make copies. And obviously, if you want any legal advice from the chamber secretary, it's not a problem. You can take it right now. I'm still insisting. You must take it. You must take it, Councillor Chamutsa.
I've got a question.
No, take
I've
it.
got a
Take
question.
it. The issue is before the court. Take it. You're actually going to defend it. But why did it was for the town clerk. Let me remind you that I'm still chairing this meeting. No. I won't take that. You speak to the chair. You speak to the chair. Speak through the chair. In the meantime, just take seat. We want to have order first. We want to establish order.
My point of order.
No, take seat. right now. I haven't.
I want to vote. I don't change
Let's have order in this house.
Yes.
Point of order.
Yes, Councillor Maiko, you can.
Point of order.
Point of order.
My point of order is very clear. We are a council which is a creature of the law. Zimbabwe is a constitutional democracy. We must respect the laws of the land. As we respect the laws of the land, we cannot allow a situation whereby one wants to circumvent the will, the will, the constitution, the My understanding is, as you were rightly reading that application, or the so-called application that you are going through, it's addressed to the minister. It's seeking some other issues to the minister. And it's not talking about Chitungwiza municipality. Section 103 of the Urban Councils Act, it's very clear on what must happen. It talks of a mayor who is elected. It talks of a deputy mayor who is elected. You read the Constitution of the Republic of Zimbabwe, chapter 14, subsection part 2, subsection 274. It's very clear that councils or urban local authorities are going to be presided over by elected mayors or chairpersons or whatever name they are called. So the issue this issue yavarikutaurai ndeya minister yemunhu ari kukumbira kudare kutyora mutemo wezimbabwe wakanyorwa mukumbiro renyika muna 2013. This has absolutely nothing to do with us. Yes. What we are here for is to fulfill our constitutional mandate. And in actual fact, ndatoshamisikawo pekutotanga patanga meeting kuti the man in chair, your worship, you did not take time to also panzi declaration of interest to recuse yourself, because I'm holding on a letter that was written by the acting town clerk, Mrs. Machona, to the councillors, in which he pointed out that you, as the mayor of Chitungwiza, there's a letter that I'm looking for, you as the acting mayor of Chitungwiza, you are actually the person who is stifling the business of the day, who's bungling the laws of the land. This letter that was written by the acting town clerk to the councillors on the 22nd of March 2022. And this letter I got to councillor, there's a list of councillors, the above refers, kindly note, I acknowledge receipt of a correspondence dated 21 March 2022. I kindly inform you that I have no malicious interest in the election of the mayor, and neither am I plotting with the acting mayor concerning the date of the election. I kindly noted your request that I must call of the meeting for an election of the mayor before the 25th of March 2022. It is my humble view that an election of a mayor must be held in a special meeting of the council. If my outlook is correct, therefore follows that I have no powers to call such a meeting. It then went on to quote section 84, speaking about how special meetings are conducted. After that, she said, the section is clear in that upon receipt of a written request for a special meeting from councillors, the mayor must call a special meeting within 14 days of such a request. The Act does not confer powers to call a special meeting on the town clerk. Regrettably, your request that I must call for the meeting of the council is with respect turned down on the following grounds. The acting town clerk was simply guiding councillors. Kuti munhu ari kukanganisa basa pano nekuvhara nekuvhika kuti maprocesses anotaurwa nemutemo inotaurwa iyo act mutemo yenyika ndi acting mayor vakagara apa vari kuratidza kuti vari conflicted according to this document. It shows kuti in terms of good corporate governance, you were not supposed to be seated there when these issues are being discussed. You were supposed to recuse yourself. It's very clear. But unfortunately, I want to bring this to the attention of the House. Honestly, colleagues, the application that is being talked about, yekuti kune munhu apply achikumbira minister kuti tiapoindirei vamutimbanyuka vaite substantive mayor of Chitungwiza. If the minister had the same power sezvakamboita kune nyaya yekukoti kuyeya, kana vadai vangangwana rusimba iroro vakadai vakatoapointa by now nematsamba ese aendeswa kwavanani kwavari. So even a court, not even a court order will grant such. But this challenge in this court application is not directed to Chitungwiza municipality. This is directed to the Minister of Local Government until such a time when the court has finished this matter with the Minister of Local Government. But in the interim, this matter must be resolved in Chitungwiza municipality. And these are governance issues. We must lead by example. We must not put our self-interest, self-serving interest ahead of my interest around. Inini kana tawaya meeting no mayor ngokueta itamba inonzima standing orders akanzichunguza municipality proceedings of council and standing orders. They guide how we do. This book called the Urban Councils Act, they guide what we do. This book that is called the Constitution of Zimbabwe, it guides what we do. If you read it, my founding values and principles, about any conduct, custom, and anything contrary to this book, it falls away. So what we are simply doing here is not alien. What we are simply doing here is very lawful. We are within the confines of the law. Allow people to deliberate and discuss these issues without you bangling the situation or the process. You are an interested part. It's very wrong. Allow people to discuss. You rush to put the horse before the cart. Discuss. Allow people to discuss and deliberate. Don't stifle debate.
We don't discuss issues that are before the court.
No. The court you are also the other problem is Tibanyoka that you must understand. In terms of the laws of the land, I'm sorry, I'm still protected. Problem you take a councillor Tibanyoka. You are conflicted because you are actually the beneficiary of the said application to the minister, and this application has absolutely nothing to do with us, and we cannot allow a situation whereby Munotora to tender Satana to the Bible at Tizanarum Church. It should not be allowed. We should not be allowed. Musua Takaita, Watakawia Pano, Musua, Wandaka Hotel, Musua 7. I took an oath of office to uphold and defend the laws and the constitution of this country. I did not do anything in the bush. This is but I'm also thinking, colleagues, what the issue is, Councillor Mtimbanyoka cannot continue to chair us because he's the beneficiary. He's the town clerk, the letter that you wrote to councillors, you advised to Mtimbanyoka and you are convinced about Kanzu, clear and black and white. But conflicted, he must recuse himself and allow council to function.
I'm sorry, my councillors, honorable councillors. Yes. We don't take this pen course. My issues, my essay. Those who pay to set up it's a year to downtown. Then from there, most of them
ndofunga kuti hatingambosori chinetsa nenyaya yakapera vaita basa tauni nenyaya yematauro asi kana ndisingakanganisi da kuti tibatsirane tisanyanya kurasika minista ofisa yaminista yakanyora tsamba iti kuti tauni clerk mutibatsiro pamusoro peelection yamene ngotaura dakuti kubatsira officer PS yakati kuti pamusoro peelection yamene tsamba yakanyora Chamber Secretary, before by-election. Tsamba yakanyorwa tsamba yakanyorwa tsamba yakanyorwa yachiuya panapa ichinzi tinofanirwa kuita election soon after by election vakatikumbira asi kutemo uchitaura kuti as long pakuiswa notice yekunzi pane vacant panofanira kubva paita chii asi remember panapa nambotaura town clerk zvinonetsa ndezvokuti nhasi uno our mayor vanobuda voenda kunze panosara panana anditi pane vacant minister kuti azosa deputy mayor vakaona pagara nguva yakareba pane chii pane vacant inesikoda kuvhara vacant iyo kuti minister mayor asaremerwa nebasa tongesa mayor maybe inini atogotera kansela mtumanyoka akagotera kansela uyu so let's allow kuti election ingoendera mberi zvinhu zvifambe zvakanaka why tiita zvinhu kuselekta totora izvi ndozotoimplementa totora izvi toimplementa izvi mutemo wedu unombotiti kudii hatifanira zvinhu zviri kunze kwemutemo why kariba yakati meya wacho akadzingwa zvikatoitwa zvikapera vana vake vanaruwa vana mutare why Chitungwiza ngatiite zvinhu zviri pamutemo then motopo munozoona mazvinhu zvakuenda zvakunzi hazvitiswa pamutemo imimi Chamber Secretary papa takusaito mama kuneswa imimi zvinhu hamusi kuteedzera why masikadazi pameeting ndima makupiswa anokonzera kuti election yakamira iitwe ngariitwe imimi ndinokonzeresa imuti iitwe imimi Chamber Secretary town clerk why ida kunzvenga mutemo why titozotipesana izvizvi asi mutemo utaura kuti tisati tatanga tofanira tanga tatsvaga meya wedu osheya apa wati tichiwani munhasiri yenu nditosekendari zvataura amsekending zvataura nakansela Chamusa totoita meeting yedu toelekta chi meya wedu izvozvi toenda nebusiness of today nhasi amsekending yochi proposal sachigara ine pasi
ndinoenderera mberi kana masekendi ndaichiti pamwe mucharamba but masekendi kusekendi
Kansela Chamusa, I'm still chairing the meeting. Kansela Chamusa, I'm still chairing the meeting.
Yes, I know.
Can you please take seat?
But zvatiri kuita ndozviri pamutemo kuti motion ikasekendwa ndinofanira kutaura.
Can you please take seat? Councillors, fellow councillors, my understanding of the law is very, very simple. When there is a matter of dispute and the issue is now before the courts, it must be properly and fully dispensed of and be guided accordingly by the courts of the land. So this issue now that we're trying to discuss in this council is actually before the courts. It's an application involving the Honorable Minister himself, the council, and myself. uncited in that application. And as such, I would expect for that application to go through. Once it has been decided upon, once it's been decided upon by the courts, competent courts of this land. Of course, yes. Councillor Chamutsa, then definitely we can actually then dispense of this issue as a council. Yes. In the meantime, all your arguments have been overtaken by events. If anything, they've been superseded. All your submissions, they've been superseded.
You are chairing, but I want this.
Can you please take seat? Can you please take seat?
We have got this constitution.
Can you please take seat? Can you please take seat?
Tingatevedzera zvinhu zvokuti munhu anoda kuti minista apoinde minista asingatenderi pasina
This was not an Mama chona mrugenda we are going ahead in the meeting. Because yes. We are just one country. I don't want
to according to my standing orders, it's very clear. The laws are very clear. According to my standing orders, Shama, can you bring my standing orders? My standing orders are not adjournment. Mayor, akwanise kwa adjourna msangano ega. Adjournment inoitwa councillor no proposer next second. But in this, amiraika nai councillor. Adjournment ayi uchibumira man. Issue iripo panapa. Vamutibanyuka vazviexcuse as a councillor. According to this act mukaverenga mtitsikana 103 kusvika pana 7. Inotaura iyo kuti zvoni in the absence yekuti mayor hapo na deputy councillors asara anosarudza councillor anochair business of the day and the therefore I propose councillor John to chair the meeting.
And I second. Yes. Ati continue.
Mr. Ngiri musabde kwacho kumiro pana pamunesa pite kwati.
Mastering orders imsang nikaramchiziya mutemo muchagara muno asingauziye ifutotera munhu muchabuda. Council is your employer. Council is your employer, not your individual. Council is your employer. And then minutes awatizi munombozi. This is the chamber. Order. Avazoke munombo.
Vanhu vemaminutes varikutiza.
Thank you very much. So let's also look up to one of you. Adedzera skana ma minutes because the office here we know you kunyara ma minutes.
Yes.
Ndikudo vakomana vapinda ma minutes vauye kuno vaturi ma minutes. Ema councillors.
Yes.
Mpurisa pa gate yo nditezero mpurisa pa gate magazi. Councillor. Yo mpurisa pa gate ngawaiba. Pinda chama. Ndidezero vakomana vese nevaskana ma minutes vapinda mukati. Ngawai kuno quickly.
Varikudherepi. Ndinoti pana kuvaudza zvekuita.
Mare kutaura something ati right tikuenderera mberi Mr. Timbanyoka ndofunga mazvono kuti vazvi-excuse for some minutes vari kudzoka very soon ati enderai mberi kansela.
Okay. Maita basa. Nyaya ndaichongotaura panapa ndeyekuti the election of the mayor have been long overdue. Makanzelas vakaisa maefforts kubva musi wa8 March vachinyora about the election of the mayor. Musi wa15 March vachinyora about the election of the mayor. And it was proposed that on the 17th of March, through a council special resolution, that an election of a mayor be done. It was not azvina kuitwa. From there, maningikiri aingoitiwa but asingaitwa attended to. But nokuda kwaizvozvo, we have seen that the acting mayor ndiye anga achiblock. So I am proposing here that Councillor Maiko be voted to the position of the mayor.
I seconded him to be the mayor.
Thank you very much. Any proposal? Any other nomination iripo? Thank you very much. Naizvozvo ndofunga mangonzwa zvataurika pano kuti anonymously hausese maagria that Councillor Maiko vasarudzwa anonymously nehouse yese kuti vange vachitora chinhu chameya vachideputaudzwa naDeputy Timbanyoka from today onwards. So ndoda kuti nditi nditore mukana uno wekuti nditi congratulate Councillor Lovemore Maiko. Simukai muye kumberi. Simukai muye kumberi.
Pane nyaya iri panapa. Isusu sekuzakuwa ndikuita tauni clerk vedu varamba basa vega ndijika varamba zvatumwa nemabosi avo andizvi saka isusu tine raramo sezvo vari acting town clerk andijika tine raramo kuti tise kuti another town clerk kuti aendere mberi nebasa bhozi mutemo kana kuona aramba basa ranenge atumwa nemabosi ake zvoda akwanise kuti kuita basa saka uyezve mukaona vairamba vakatsikira tsamba dzanyorwa neofisi hombe inoremekedzwa yavashuru vachitaura kuti vachitokumbira both Mr. Shuru havana kumanikidza kuti musaita election vakatokumbira kuti soon after by election mobva maita election saka by so doing town clerk varamba basa ini ndachiproposa kuti titsvage acting town clerk wedu anoitira basa kuti basa riri riendere mberi.
Thank you very much. Then to my proposal, you are using that second dose. I don't want to say to our mayor are substantive. Thank you very much, Councillor.
Thank you so much, fellow councillors, for the opportunity and the confidence that we have shown in the leadership that I should actually be substantive mayor of Chitungwiza. I want to thank you for the election. So without taking much of your time, we need to get down to the business of the day. There's an issue that has been raised here. I want to, the proposal that has been raised by Councillor Makweza, I want to bring it to the attention of the House. We need to move forward and make a decision on the subject matter. Councillor Chamutsa, I see your hand is up.
Yeah. It's just an opinion I'm trying to drive to council. I think I am proposing that this meeting be I am proposing for because we have finished of an election. Election yataura kuti mayor Maiko ndo vanhu ndarikire, but nokuda kweconfusion pana after we have finished this election, I think it is quite proper that we may adjourn this meeting.
Okay, Councillor Chamutsa is bringing the attention of the House that that's the proper way of an adjournment of the meeting. It comes from the councillors. So he's bringing up the matter that we adjourn the matter, but there's an issue that has been brought by Councillor Makweza, which he was saying that currently we have a challenge. The challenge that we have is the purported or the acting town clerk has chosen to follow an individual, not council, who is the employer. So being that as it may, he was suggesting, we were making a suggestion that council deal with that matter so that we have a person who in the interim acts in the absence of the acting town clerk who was there, who chose otherwise to walk away and abandon council. So I think maybe it got and then
since now the chair is correctly presided, I think it would be noble idea to follow what Councillor Chamutsa has said. As of replacing the acting town clerk, can we propose that if we can have a special full council for that, that would be fine. Because you know, with the nature of our laws here in Zimbabwe, they are selective. We don't know, maybe Kumbakumba to
kana tichitaura nezvekanzo tifambe handiti kumbakumba ari ngauya asi isusu hatisuita kuti zvikunze kwemutemo tikuita zviri pachi zviri mumutemo kozova kuti guta redu ridi rienderere mberi. Even our minister of local government vanorwadziwa kuona Chitungwiza chidzokera mashure. Saka isisi tikataura minister of local government kuti town clerk showasho angabuda mumeeting yakazara makanselas nokuda kuti one councillor aramba basa, then tochaka kuti kumbakumba rinouya. Mutemo unonzi unosungisa chii inosungisa havai inosungisa isu ngati kadzo business zvakasarudzirwa nevanhu zvinoita kuti titambire mari pano pakanzo tipuwe maallowance because ndiripo allowance zvinzi ndikuita basa rekanzo asi uda kutambira allowance isu kuita basa rekanzo asi kana pamusoro makanzelas ndachifunga kuti isusuka let's do our business as usual. Kana kumbakumba ichinzi kunouya nokuda kwemumwe munhu ngaringoya zvekuita basa ravo. Kana mapusa acho vati pane mhosva inenge yaparwa vanongosunga bhozo vatenda para mhosva, asi maoneni kuzviita hapana mhosva vatenda para. Janzi isisi tikuda kuti guta redu riendere mberi, tikuda kufambisa agenda yapresident iji Mnangagwa vakatasa kutaura pachena kuti by 2030 vanenge vakuda kuti ine Chitungwiza inenge smart city. Tikaiti smart city tisikagari mameeting, hatikaiti smart city tiita zviro zvemunhu pasokuti tiite zviro zvenyika. Inini I'm supporting zviro our president iji Mnangagwa kuti guta riendere mberi.
Maybe I think we don't need to anti proposal adjournment. Right, proposal adjournment. But in the interim, what I was thinking is, because the senior official here, we have Dr. Kasu, who is with us here. I don't think we can get any problem or anything amiss. Yes. But it's up to the House. And it is but he is the most senior council employee in here. As an employee of the council, is there to serve the council, not to serve an individual. And what is seated in here is the council. Yes. And it is the councillors. Yes. So I think since Pamba's proposal, avangavaisa yekuti tiite munhu anofanira kumbobatira because havatuziva pamwe vatoenda zvamuchose havachadi kudzoka zvichitungwiza municipality havasini nai nazvo. So I was thinking kuti ko tikasiya vakazoti ndaenda zvamuchose muchadini. So in the interim we need to cover that vacuum. We cannot allow council to get in a vacuum. There must be someone anofanira kuita kuti basa rekanzo rifambe ichienda mberi. Pane resolutions atoitwa muno asitwa timelines. We need someone to talk to engage with kuti tione kuti timelines why ari kumitwa. So ndangofunga ipfungwa dzandiri kuunza, but it's up to the House. Councillor John.
And therefore I propose Dr. Chitungwiza kuti vangofanira kubata this moment. So Dr. Kasuya zvavako ungofanira kubata pachinzvimbo cha acting town clerk. because council haigona kufamba iri vacuum isina acting town clerk. Thank you very much.
All right. Councillor Martin.
Yeah, I'm seconding.
Thank you.
Mayor, I'm here. Long to family and I cannot directly family and I didn't mind it. You cannot follow what check Canada. Those waiting. And I'm here. Got to take the consultation but for today, I think the fight proposal. Yeah, I think the proposal where you can tap it and have the point person is now Dr. Cass. Name mobilize and also that one of the days they were meeting, you know, a continuation. Yeah, this very meeting. So,
thank you so much. Councillor Nyangondo.
I only arise to second the proposal made by Councillor Chitungwiza of the agreement.
Right, thank you. So what we will then do next week, we will continue with our meeting. We will continue with the business of the day, council next week. Maybe we should agree on the date. Also, I will liaise with the town clerk, acting town clerk, Dr. Kasu, on the date of the continuation of the meeting. Stay fast, stay steady, because this is an institution which is there to serve the interests of the people. Yes. It's not any institution that is there to serve the interests of individuals. Yes. What we are here for is to serve the people who elected us here, not to dwell with politics. Takauya kuno tasarudzwa nevanhu kuti improve service delivery muchitungwiza. Tisiye chitungwiza iri nani kudarika zvayanga zvatakasvika iri. So I want to thank you all for coming and take this opportunity to declare this meeting adjourned as proposed and seconded by fellow councillors, and as we have also agreed that Dr. Kasu in the interim is the one who's going to be acting as the acting town clerk of Chitungwiza municipality. I shall be liaising with him, and I'll also write to him following the resolution of the 474 ordinary council meeting. On that note, I would like to say this meeting is adjourned. Thank you.